Welcome to Theresa's Backyard Garden. We were at the entrance of the garden, and as you can see we have things like ginger lily, crotons, sugar cane, different flowers. That will give you a feel of what the garden is about. This is the entrance, as I said. Coconut jelly. There's no jelly in it at the moment. This is very much a working garden, in a sense that you would come today and find coconut jelly, which is ready to pick. You would do a tour in a few days' time and find there's no coconut jelly because it's been picked, because it's ready. So as I say, it's very much a working garden. Sugar cane, which you could have a taste of. This is also a kind of taste and smell and touch and feel garden. It's not the kind of garden that you just walk around and look. You could actually pick a fruit if you see something that you would like to taste. Pick a fruit and eat. This garden will show you things that we grow and we eat, things that are produce that are indigenous to the island. The days of the Caribs and Arawaks, also food that's been imported to feed the slaves in the old days, like the breadfruit, that we still eat, which is now a national dish, I take it. You will find flowers. This is a hibiscus, beautiful flower, although I'm not quite sure whether it is indigenous to the island or it was brought in, but whoever first planted it or brought it in, well, he made a beautiful addition to our island. It's lovely. Birds flying around, birds singing. This is the most magnificent pawpaw tree. It is gorgeous. Well, let me give you a little bit of history of the garden. Around here was nothing but nutmeg. The whole place, all around, was nutmeg. It was very much covered in nutmeg trees, growing to about 60-80 feet. And after Ivan, not one tree left. So the garden, in effect, is a kind of virgin garden, started from scratch. So everything you see on one of our little tours have been planted since Ivan. Ivan just devastated the place, if that's the right word for it, and I think it is the right word for it. Devastated us 5 years ago, and we then had to either replant, and it takes a bit of time to grow back the nutmegs, and in which case here what I am doing is I have replanted a nutmeg, as you would see on one of our little tours, and I've developed a garden on the lines of we grow what we eat and we eat what we grow. You will see little birds flying around the place. It is a lovely, lovely spot. There's a little hummingbird having a rest on the tree and a butterfly going past. There's a safety rail just to stop you slipping and sliding. It could get, when it's raining, gets a little bit wet here because we're right under the mountain. We're right under the Grand Etang range of mountains. I think this is the first time I've seen a hummingbird having a rest. Do you believe it? They're always on the move. We have a variety of herbs. And as I said, it's very much a virgin garden. And it's a working garden, because today you might come and see wonderful pawpaws on the trees ready to pick. You come in 2 days' time and they would have been picked. So you won't see the same pawpaw or bunch of fig or bunch of blugger. You won't actually. There are times when you would think that there are things that you saw a couple of days before. If you come a couple of days later, you won't see. So it is very much a working garden, so things change. We have a variety of herbs. as I said. And as you can see, lots of birds flying around the place. I hope you get a look at them. Another hummingbird having a rest. It's gorgeous. There are a variety of plants. A lot of wild flowers. Flowers that grow wild on the trees or in the shade that we use as house plants. And they make wonderful house plants. So there are a variety of them. I can't say I know the name of everything, but I'm sure if you visit bit by bit, you'll tell me. There are things like the love leaf. You know, you write the boy's name on it, put it in a book. If it starts to grow between the pages of the book, then the boys love you. If it doesn't grow, the boy doesn't love you. And then you put another boy's name on the leaf, on another leaf, and put it in your book to see who loves you. That's what we used to do with school children. This is a citrus. Don't know what it is. I'll have to wait until it starts to bear. It just turned up one day. There wasn't one, and next thing I know there's this citrus growing, so I've left it. We'll see what it is in the end. You have things like rosemary that I've planted. It is very much a virgin garden, as I say. So as I take you along our little tours, you would see in the future what's in the garden, and I hope you pay us a visit. We have things like honeysuckle growing wild. They say that is extremely good for colds and flus and stuff. So Grenada is a place where we use a lot of bush or herbs. They call it bush. You go and get something, you have a cold, a lot of people feel that they're not going to go to the doctor. And yes, just boil some bush. And I'm sure they're right. And I'm sure they're right. So this is honeysuckle, and it grows wild. We have things like stinging nettle that grows wild. So the garden gives you a variety of things that we use on a daily basis. So pay us a visit, or, well, pay us a visit and come on one of our tours. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.